Hey, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a good day. Good to see you. We're going to be discussing why you do not want to use WD-40 on your firearms to clean them and maintain them. Here at Maverick Gun Works, we work on a lot of firearms, 150 years old to, made last month. No biggie, no problem. So we see a lot of stuff. I can't tell you exactly how many firearms that's came through that doesn't operate simply because they're filthy and dirty, but it's going to be less than 5%, but it's a significant number of firearms that simply the owners bring them in because they're having failures to feed, failures to eject, all sorts of different problems can occur from not keeping your firearm clean. And simply we just clean them up and they work just fine. And it's just an ultrasonic cleaning, no big deal. But sometimes you do notice things, and one of the things I noticed, some people use WD-40 to clean their firearms. We don't have WD-40 in our shop because you don't want to use WD-40 on your firearms. I did go and pick some up though. Just WD-40, no big deal. It's good stuff. I use it, on squeaky hinges and stuff like that at the house. I imagine what most of you probably use it for. But I do not use it on my firearms. And instead of just sitting here and telling you why, I figured it'd be fun to do a little bit of gun science. So let's do a little experiment and then we'll talk a little more about it when we see the results. All right. Got this little glass here. Shake it up pretty good. I think that'll be more enough so that that'll be more than enough so that you can see kind of what's going to be going on here. Typically, of course, you don't use that much of anything to clean your firearm, but this is kind of showing you kind of built up over time what it'll do. But this is how we're just going to start it. We're just going to take this so you can get a good look at it. It kind of looks like lemonade. It doesn't smell like it at all, but yeah, it kind of looks like lemonade. But we're going to take and throw this to the side here. We're going to let it sit for a couple of days. But we'll leave it there for now, and we'll come back in a couple days and take a look at it. Alright, so real quick, I just went ahead and in this glass put some synthetic gun oil in it to kind of show the difference. Figured it'd be good to show the difference between WD-40 and an actual synthetic gun oil made for putting on your firearms. And figuring put your money where your mouth is, and this is what I use. I am not pushing a gun oil. We'll talk about this later, what it is. But for now, I just wanted something to show the comparison. All right. Okay, so we're back to look at our little experiment, our little gun science. Gun science is fun, right? I enjoy it. I get a kick out of it. But let's go ahead and be honest. With everything that's been going on the past month or two, it's been very busy and hectic around here. And originally I had planned to let it go for a couple days, then come back and we look at it and discuss the results and finish up the little experiment. However, I forgot. It's been a week, so we should really see some good separation. That's what I expect for us to see, and why I personally don't use WD-40 on my firearms. I wouldn't put that trash anywhere near my firearms. But let's go take a look. Yep. All right, a little tough to see there. Let's get the synthetic gun oil out first. That's good stuff right there. Yeah. Royal Purple, good stuff. And then the WD-40. Remember, this kind of looked like lemonade when we put it in. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's so nasty. And if you're wondering, well, what's that crap up at the top? Well, that's good lightweight oil from WD-40. I'm not trying to like trash WD-40. They do have some good lightweight oil in there, but that crap down there, that's paraffin. It's a wax. And you can kind of see the issue over time. The oil is going to dry up or burn off, and you're going to be left with the impurities or the paraffin wax and other crap they put in there, as opposed to a synthetic gun oil, which you see is clean. All right, let's look at it from the top. You can actually see the glasses too. Both were sprayed the same way. However, you see it's a lot more coated here. It's a lot clearer here. So that kind of gives you a good idea of what it looks like over time. So I would say that's basically like one application really. After it's sat around for a little while, the oil's kind of separated out, done its thing. This is what you're left with. Same thing here. Let's take a look here. Oh, that's gross. All right, so. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's so gross. But let's take a look and see how. It's real thin, as you see. It's real thin. Don't even really have to do anything to it. Now let's go over here and take a look at the synthetic. You see, there's no crap in there to separate. That's good stuff. And look at that. Look at that. You can see how it coats the spoon. You can definitely see that there. That's good protection right there. As compared to, look at that. Just, ugh. That's, yeah. Let me get that mixed up. All right. But yeah, this is why we don't use WD-40 in our firearms. I don't use it in my firearms. We don't use it here at the shop when we're working on customers' firearms that are paying for a service. We don't put crap in their firearms. We just don't do it. Now, let's look at WD-40. It says it protects against rust and corrosion on items like tools, firearms. So yeah, they actually have it. Advertising, this is not false advertising. We saw that lightweight oil in there that's separated. It will offer protection against rust, but it will also provide your firearm so much more crap in it that you don't want. As proposed, it's just, look at that. It's just, I mean, look at it. Why would anyone want to protect their firearm with anything other than a synthetic gun oil? That just makes no sense to me. I'm not trying to push Royal Purple. This is just what I use. However, you also have Ballistol. That's a very popular one that's also out there. We use it here at the shop as well. It's very good. This stuff, you know, skin safe, no carcinogens, eco-friendly. You could drink this stuff if you want to, and it's not going to like kill you or anything. I mean, I've never done it. I imagine it wouldn't taste good. If you have, please, by all means, leave a comment down in the comment section and let us know how Ballistol tastes. But it's safe. Yeah, as opposed to WD-40, which is just, look, if you have like plastic, it's good on plastic. I would use it if I had like a squeaky drawer or something like that. Just for firearms, that's trash. Get that out of here. You want a synthetic gun oil. That's what you want for your firearm. You're going to pay a couple bucks more, but this stuff is better protection, and it's not going to possibly cause any kind of gumming up of your mechanisms that WD-40 will. Now, it's no problem We do a lot of ultrasonic cleaning here. We clean a lot of firearms. I would estimate that about maybe 5 to 10% of firearms that we have coming here to get worked on, because they don't work anymore, are just filthy dirty, nasty. Actually had a couple that I've seen wax build up on, and it forms a coat that causes your mechanisms to gum up. It's just gross. So if you want to keep your firearm functioning properly and you want to keep it out of a gunsmith or throwing it away, whatever, then use a good gun oil. Now, don't get me wrong. If you use WD-40 and you break it down and you get it thoroughly clean and that's what you want to do, then by all means, you're a grown-ass man. You do what you want to do. I'm just trying to show you that this is crap. You don't want to use it on your firearm. I would never use that stuff on any of my firearms, but I actually give a shit about my firearms. That's one thing that's disappointing about working at a gunsmith. Just being honest with you here, a lot of people out there just don't take care of the firearms, and it sucks. Because if you go to buy a used firearm, you don't know what you're getting. So you want to just keep that in mind when you're looking for used firearms. To me, they're like cars. Some people, get their cars and they take good care of them. And you go and you buy a used car from them and you can tell it's been taken care of. It's going to run and operate great. However, some people don't. And they're just a headache and a pain in the butt. Same thing with anything mechanical, and firearms have mechanical stuff in them. So by all means, go with a synthetic gun oil. I'm not trying to push Royal Purple by any means. Go with a synthetic gun oil that if you use Ballistol, you're in good shape. If you have other stuff that you use, other synthetic gun oils, by all means, do everybody a favor and leave your preferred synthetic gun oil down in the comment section so other people can have more of an idea of what's out there. But just stay away from WD-40 with your firearms. Actually, in some bad news on Royal Purple, I'm very, very sad to say that Royal Purple has decided not to make synthetic gun oil anymore. I bought a couple cases of this because I knew what was going down, so I'm good to go for a very long time. But me personally, I'm going to be switching to Ballistol when my Royal Purple runs out. But that's if you're just wondering. All right, I appreciate you watching the video. For all of our new subscribers, we really appreciate you hitting the subscribe button and being part of the channel. We love you guys. Thank you very much. And hope you have a great day. Take care.